When the Mumbai police interrogated Mahmud Khan, he categorically denied every word the Iranian heroine had said about him. He fabricated a totally different story. He admitted to meeting Aphrodite Khan for the first time in front of Eros Theatre when he went to inaugurate his movie, The International Gonda. He could not deny that her marvelous beauty held his attention. However, she was the one who introduced herself to him as Aphrodite Khan and asked him to give her a chance to act in one of his movies. She was the one who told him that she was a victim of kidnap and rape and she wanted him to rescue her. Then, she asked him to help her to run away from her terrorist husband. She said that she did not want to return to Tehran and continue to live with her cruel husband. Mahmud Khan went on saying that he agreed to help her. Aphrodite asked him to give her shelter because she was new in Mumbai and knew no one in the city. She said further that she had no money or relatives. Mahmud admitted that he kept her in his house and provided her with all the necessities of life. He even appointed a private tutor to teach her how to read and write in Hindi and English. He did this because she told him that she was illiterate and had never been to school in all her life. He said further Aphrodite informed him that her Saudi husband never allowed her to go to school while she was living under his roof. Mahmud Khan denied that he had kept Aphrodite Khan at his farmhouse. He said that he had put her up in an apartment in his building at Bandstand in Bandera. He strongly denied that he had any sexual contact with her. He said further that his son Javed Khan fell in love with her on the first day he saw her. Aphrodite even fell in love with his son and promised to marry him after acting in her first movie. However, when she met the hero of his last movie and began to act with him, she left his son and fell in love with her co-star. Mahmud Khan said to the police that he regretted that he had agreed to help Aphrodite escape from her cruel Saudi husband. Instead of thanking him for the lifetime opportunity he had given her in Bollywood and helping her to run away from her evil husband, Aphrodite accused him of kidnapping and raping her. Mahmud told the police that the person behind that malicious accusation was the Hindu film director who bailed her out of jail twice and gave her shelter. He believed that Rani Krishna wanted revenge for the murder of her only son, Samir Krishna Khan. He was Aphrodite's first lover and the son of Rani Krishna who was murdered by Javed Khan. His birth name was Samir Khan. However, after Rani broke up with her Muslim husband, she changed the last name of her son to Samir Krishna. In any case, the Bollywood media preferred to call him Samir Krishna Khan. In real life, in the Indian society, Krishna and Khan, like fire and water, would never sit side by side in anyone's name. Mahmud Khan informed the Mumbai police that Aphrodite Khan told his wife and him that her Saudi husband was a very cruel man. She related that his idea of sex had to involve pain. According to her story, her Saudi husband always had sex with her while flogging her naked body with a long whip, slapping her in the face, beating her head with his fists, biting her on her shoulders, smacking her on the buttocks, squeezing her breasts, pulling out her hair, and scratching her back with his nails until she bled. Moreover, she told them that her Arab husband, like most Arab men, liked sodomizing young boys and women. He always forced her to have anal sex with him, which was very painful. She also mentioned that her husband used to tie her up with ropes and beat her for any and every reason whatsoever. In his interrogation, Mahmud Khan claimed that Aphrodite Khan showed his wife and him the marks and scars from the beatings and the physical abuse she received from her evil Saudi husband. For these reasons, his wife and he decided to offer her shelter to help her escape that cruel and abusive old man. Mahmud Khan concluded his statement by saying that Aphrodite Khan has been brainwashed and this whole insane matter has been instigated by none other than Rani Krishna. Rani put the blame of the murder of her only son on my entire family. Aphrodite's mad love for Samir Khan led her to hate the murderer of her lover and his parents, and that's why she conspired with his mother to come up with these preposterous accusations. And what's more, Aphrodite's hatred towards my family only increased when my wife kicked her out of the apartment building and called her a waif. With a reasonable doubt cast upon the alleged victim, Mahmud Khan was granted bail and his wife posted bail 24 hours after he was arrested. Aphrodite Khan learned from her lawyer that her complaint against Mahmud Khan might not lead to his conviction without substantial evidence. It would be her word against his. The burden of proof lay on her. She needed to show undeniable proof of kidnap, imprisonment, and rape by Mahmud Khan and his cohorts. There was also the threat, according to her lawyer, of a countersuit if she failed to prove her allegations. She was looking at a defamation and assassination of character lawsuit and charges stemming from her filing false claims and lying to police. If convicted, she would be looking at a jail term of 6 to 12 months. As her lawyer had predicted, Aphrodite's case against Mahmud Khan was thrown out due to insufficient evidence. Mahmud's lawyers were successful in raising reasonable doubt, so it boiled down to her own testimony. Mahmud's statements were made stronger by his wife's sworn testimony under oath, that she had indeed heard Aphrodite Khan narrating her sad story in the presence of her husband. She confirmed that she witnessed the marks and scars resulting from the beatings and abuse. So, the court could not convict Mahmud Khan because his wife backed up his statements, swearing on her holy Quran that all she said was true. All the men servants, maidservants, guards, and other workers denied that they had ever seen Aphrodite Khan in the farmhouse, hill houses, or even hotels of Mahmud Khan. Besides that, the Mumbai police searched all the houses and properties of Mahmud Khan for evidence of her imprisonment, but they could not find a single iota of proof. When Aphrodite lost her case against Mahmud Khan, her reputation in Bollywood was seriously damaged and her name began to stink in shame. She was expected to lose the respect of all her fans. All 10 of the film directors who signed movie contracts with her cancelled their contracts with her. The Bollywood media wrote very nasty articles about her and accused her of being selfish, opportunistic, and wicked. They called her the girl who rewarded good for evil. The damage that had been done to her surpassed that which had been done to her when Mrs. Khan called her the Tawaif of Bollywood. Even Rani Krishna concluded that Aphrodite Khan's career in Bollywood had come to an end. However, Rani continued to stand by her side and promised never to kick her out of her house. Rani Krishna knew that Aphrodite Khan had no one in the entire world to take care of her. She knew that Aphrodite's mind was not yet developed into a 19-year-old girl who could look after herself. She understood that if she were to send her on her way, Aphrodite would go directly to the streets and become a prostitute or kill herself. She, better than anyone else, also knew for a fact that Aphrodite was penniless. Aphrodite Khan found herself facing 2 major legal issues. She had to prove her claim that she was a naturalized Indian citizen. Secondly, Mahmud Khan lost no time in lodging a complaint against her and accusing her of maliciously defaming him. For Aphrodite Khan to prove that she was indeed Ifat Khan, who left Mumbai with her mother Rehana Khan many years ago, she had to do one of 3 things. 1. She had to bring at least one of her closest relatives to testify in court that he/she knew her and her family when she used to live in Mumbai 12 years ago. 2. She had to produce her ration card. Ration cards are more important than citizenship in India. They entitle the card holder to subsidized food. There are 3 types of ration cards: Antyodaya ration cards, which are issued to the poorest of the poor, below the poverty line ration cards, and above the poverty line ration cards. Aphrodite's claim that she was a resident of a poor slum area would mean that she would be entitled to the all-important Antyodaya ration card. 3. The last thing she could do to prove citizenship was to declare her address and produce neighbors who were acquainted with her family. The third option was out of the question because Mumbai police had already investigated the address of the girl, Ifat Khan, who came to visit her imprisoned Saudi husband. The investigation revealed that the girl provided a fake address. The management and the residents of Vakola colony denied the existence of a Muslim woman by the name of Rehana Khan and her daughter, Ifat Khan. Aphrodite Khan, with the help of Rani Krishna, approached the Mumbai International Airport and extracted a report of her departure from Bombay to Jeddah with her mother 12 years ago. The same airport also had 2 other records of her arrival at the Mumbai International Airport. The first record showed that she travelled from Jeddah to Asmara via Mumbai and Manila. The second record showed her returning to India through Mumbai Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport a year ago. The three records in hand, Rani took Aphrodite to the Worli passport office and demanded a reissuance of Ifat Khan's passport. At first, they were met with some resistance. The officers refused to cooperate and demanded proof of her identity. Rani promised a few thousands of rupees to the passport officials and they suddenly became helpful. They informed the pair that their records showed that the 7-year-old, Ifat Khan, was illiterate and hence she used her thumbprint instead of a signature. All that remained, at that point, for Aphrodite Khan to prove that she was in fact Ifat Khan was to fill out a passport application and use her thumbprint again. If the police were able to match the prints, her identity would be verified. It took the Mumbai police a few weeks to verify that the two separate prints belonged to the same person. In due course, the Worli passport office reissued Aphrodite's passport. This time, it carried a current photo. With proof of her identity and citizenship, they rushed to the Criminal Investigation Department, CID, and got the first charge against the Iranian heroine dismissed, leaving her to deal with the remaining charge of defaming the great Bollywood film director, Mr. Mahmood Khan, and lying to police. Neither her lawyer nor her benevolent friend, Mrs. Rani Krishna, could stop her from going to jail regarding that charge. Mahmood Khan paid a lot of money to get the Iranian heroine thrown behind bars. Before Aphrodite Khan was tried and convicted, Mahmood Khan swore by his Allah and his Prophet Muhammad that he would not rest until he fractured the wings that he had created for the Iranian heroine, which allowed her to soar to the heights of the Bollywood industry. As he had predicted, and since he was a very good paymaster, Aphrodite Khan was tried, convicted and sentenced to 12 months in a rotten, filthy Indian jail cell for her so-called malicious attempt to defame the good reputation of the greatest Bollywood film director, Mahmood Khan.